About 37 degrees right now. Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, feeling good. And now time to have a conversation with the only Matthew Archbold. Good morning, Matthew. How are you?
I am doing great. How are you guys?
Good. Just checking out the website this morning, Creative Minority Report, and the first news story has some application here in the state of Ohio, given laws that have recently been passed. Woman gets 100 hours of community service for killing a man in a cannabis-induced mania. Oh, and pot is harmless. Yeah. Take us through that. Yes. That's what we were told, right? And 60% of Ohioans voted to legalize it because there's no harm in pot.
It's truly one of the great lies of our time, among many, many other lies that we've also been told. But this one is really harming children. And this judge who just did this, he essentially just gave a license to kill the pot smokers out there. You know, it was that cannabis thing. Yeah, yep, that's it. So I can go now. You know, like
100 hours of community service. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah, and when you read the studies now, when my kids became teenagers, it's amazing what happens. You know, you think you're on guard against all this stuff, right? You really do. And I always thought I was. I know the media distorts. I know that everything is a lie that we're being fed. And yet, somehow that, in my head, got through. It got through all the guards, and I thought marijuana is sort of harmless. And, you know, I didn't take part in it. I mean, I'm an adult. But, you know, when my kids became teens, I was like, let me just do some research, you know, so I can kind of warn them and about the dangers. And the dangers are stratospheric.
Yeah.
Suicide rates go through the roof. Kids lose IQ points. Like, they average like 8 IQ points less if they're frequent users. The driving under the influence, they kill people at a greater rate than drinking and driving. It's insane what's going on. And we keep just laughing this off as if this is not a big deal. It's truly scary.
It is, and it's also well documented. It's like nobody's unaware of the dangers of it. You know, it boils down to, you know, you've got the munchies. Well, you know, you're taking lives in a lot of cases.
Right, and if you try to argue about it online, that's what you get. You get munchie jokes, you get Snoop Dogg memes, and and a lot of it, and I hate to say this, but a lot of it is our generation. You know, so many parents don't want to be seen as square, as not cool, you know, and they remember listening to their stupid, you know, Santana records and maybe taking part themselves, and they don't want to be seen as those parents who are saying, oh, no, beware the evils of drugs, and, you know, don't take dope, just say no. You know, that's like a punchline now, just say no.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me that adults still care, you know, so deeply about what other people think of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really, and I think part of it is because if you're religious, everything is about God. You know, everything I do is about getting closer to God. If what I'm doing at that exact moment is not getting me closer to God, it's a complete waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, but if you don't have that to stand on, that aspiration, you know, you do look to others. Your eyes come back down to earth, and you look around you, and it's all about the esteem of others. And you don't want to be seen as uncool. You want to be seen as the inner ring, the inner circle. And, man, there's nothing more dangerous than seeking the approval of others, is there?
Amen to that.
And you've got a very timely website, because I know yesterday was when the Senate vote happened here in Ohio to override Governor DeWine's Bill 68, and you've got it up there already. So a wonderful victory. And I love the way you put it. Doctors can no longer mutilate minors in Ohio.
I mean, that is what it is.
Yeah.
90 days from now, anyway.
Yeah. But my gosh, isn't this great news?
Yeah.
This is truly wonderful news, and I'm so happy. I mean, look, you guys needed a win out there, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys have been in full retreat. I will say that this thing going on in Texas has me a bit worried right now, though. I mean, this border thing could really get out of hand. You have, Texas saying they're not going to listen to the Supreme Court, and then you get the White House saying they're going to keep taking down the razor wire, and they may nationalize the National Guard. This could get ugly. This could get ugly quick. So keep praying about that, folks.
And we don't want it to get ugly, but we have to say, using your analogy, this is the adult in the room, right? They're the one. They're the one state saying, "I don't care what you think of us. We have to do what we have to do in order that we're not overrun, and we need laws that support us. And if you're not going to uphold those laws, then we have to."
Oh no, I mean 100%. I agree with you, but you just hope that somehow cooler heads can prevail in this, and we can all at least pretend like we're adults. But if it weren't so dangerous, it would be comical to think that the federal government is coming in behind the state and tearing down border protections.
Yeah.
I mean, what lunacy is this? It truly would be comical if it wasn't so scary. What has to happen? Because and just a human thing, when these folks come to tear down the border protections, is someone going to stand in front of them?
Right, and just the idea that the lawlessness and the violence perpetrated on those trying to cross the border by very bad characters is underreported too. I mean, it's out of hand.
And I like the headline, Texit, like Brexit. Matt Archbold, thanks much. CreativeMinorityReport.com. Check it out.